Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another GamingGuidos video, and in this video it's yours truly, Reven96, commentating over another Short Fuse Music gameplay here. And in this video it's about a 6.5 minute MOAB. I apologize, but yeah, like I said, it's about a 6 or 6.5 minute MOAB. It's pretty fast. I mean, well, it's a lot faster than the ones I've had. The only ones I've had was on Infected, and they were, well, they sucked. But this right here is on Dome, and as y'all know, on Modern Warfare 3 on Dome, it's kind of hard to actually get on a good kill streak because, like, we're so small, people just keep showing up, and people just keep showing up everywhere. I mean, it's hard to kind of judge, like, where they would be. Especially without a portable radar. Right now you can see he's running flashbangs and a claymore. Which up here soon he ends up having a little bit of a fail. He starts to lay down his claymore, but he thought it was a grenade. Well, okay, he's using the PP90. And yeah, okay, we finally reached 35 subscribers. Thanks guys. We've reached 8, I think, in the past 2 months, maybe a month, 2 months. But I believe that he ends up going 42 and 2 or 40 and 2 here with 2 assists. Well, he did. I'll go ahead and ruin it for you because right now I'm looking at the screen. But alright, I'm in this video right here too, but I'm not gonna show me. I went 19 and 11 with 22 assists. Oh, that's a lot of assists, but I was running support for him so he could get the MOAB, which usually he doesn't really need someone to run support for the MOAB, but in this case, I mean, we were playing together, he asked me would I run support or whatever, so I did. So I ran UAV, ballistic vest, and then I also ran recon drone, which will help someone really good if they're actually on for the MOAB. It'll help them out a lot more. I apologize guys, I haven't had very much sleep. But as I was saying, it'll help them out a lot more if you have a UAV and stuff, so as they're sitting there running around, they could also kind of be more aware of their surroundings, like where someone is, and if someone's behind them, they can turn around and start shooting. Well, he finally made his way up to the build. That's what he's been trying to do forever. It was horrible because, I mean, every time I went up there and died, I'm like, yeah, man, you're screwed. You're not going to do anything. But somehow he ended up making it. Well, that's not what this video here is about, even though we've already wasted over 3 minutes of it. Well, let's see. The video, I guess, is going to go ahead and be about this new speaker I got in my car. Well, I know it sounds kind of weird, but I mean, I like speakers and everything, so I decided to go ahead and make a video on it, I guess. Well, okay, first you'd have to know my car. It's a 2003 Chevrolet Cavalier, and I mean, it's just got the factory radio and stuff in it. It's not too great, but then yesterday or Sunday, I got a 12-inch Sony Explode subwoofer, 1200 watts, and a 1000 watt Sony Explode amp. And I'll tell you, that thing can really thump, I guess you'd want to call it, because that thing, like, whenever you turn it up, loudest I got it to was volume 10 with loud on. Like, there's a loud button on my thing on my stereo, and like I said, the loudest I got it to was 10. And that's pretty low if the subwoofer is not on. But when it's on, like, you can look in the mirror and everything will be like bouncing around, and like you can feel it in your hair and everything. Like, you can feel your hair moving. It's fun, but it's yeah. I mean, it's fun, but it's loud, like where it almost hurts too. Like, whenever I pulled out, I decided to find the most ghetto song I could find on my iPod, since my iPhone, you see, I recently got a new iPhone, so I didn't have any music on it, so I went ahead and got my iPod. I decided to play the most ghetto song that I could think of, and that was Chain Hang Low by Jibs. And if y'all haven't heard it, you can just look it up. It's Chain Hang Low by JIBBS. I mean, it's a pretty, I guess it's an alright song, but it's also pretty ghetto too. Well, I started riding home and I turned it on, and the volume was on 1, the bass was on 0, which was neutral, well, which was supposed to be neutral, and it was thumping pretty loud. So then I decided to go and turn the bass all the way up to 6, and that's whenever I looked in the mirror, and the headlights of the other car looked like they were 5 foot long. I mean, like where the mirror was bouncing and everything. And today, coming home from school, me and Short Fuse Muse, we were riding in the same car. I was just taking him to his house since I was already pretty much on that way, and it was raining pretty hard. So he sat there just looking out the window, and he noticed every time I turned the radio back up, like the water waves or whatever, like kept making like weird formations. It was pretty fun because he's like, "Hey, look over here at this right here. I think the radio has something to do with this." So I done that, and I looked over and turned the radio down. It was just like a straight line, and then I turned the radio up and turned the bass up, and it was like, oh, it looked like radio waves. It was funny. But that thing is extremely loud, so if y'all want to get any kind of subwoofer or anything, I recommend getting a Sony Explode. It's only about 80 bucks for the subwoofer, but the amp costs 143, and then the box, of course. I got all that for $100 too, actually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I mean, if y'all want to know if you want to see anything else besides any of these games, just leave a comment or whatever. Or, well, I mean, it really doesn't matter. And if y'all like the video, just leave it a thumbs up. And I'm Reeve96. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.